Hello, Sagittarius. How are you all? This is your reading for July 2020. I have several decks out today. I want to use them all. I am not doing a particular focus on either love, career, or finance. I want to just go with the flow and see what happens. That's sort of the way that it's been working out with all the other signs. I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot and move from there. First, I want to get some overarching energy for you guys to see sort of what you're coping with this month. So this is for my Sag folk for July 2020. Guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, Spirit, help connect so that we can get the energies for our Sagittarius tribe. Okay, here we go. Four of Cups. It is really, I've said this to the others in the other astrological signs I've been doing these readings for. In the, each time I do a video, I keep coming up, no matter how many times I shuffle the decks before I turn on the camera, and now you see me shuffling live, I keep getting the same cards for everybody. It's so crazy. A lot of patterns that everyone is, it just goes to show you that there's a lot that everyone is dealing with that's beyond their control right now. It's just, it's a collective consciousness thing. And it really doesn't surprise me based on the current climate. Sag. What else do you have to tell my Sag? Come on. Getting a vibe about King of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. What is going on, Sag, where you feel someone has betrayed you? Getting kind of a sort of despondent vibe from these energies here. So you've got your Four of Cups, in which you are having a very difficult time seeing your good right now. You're just focusing on what's not working in your life. We've got sort of got the Knight of Wands and sort of a shadow energy here. And I'm vibing that this is someone in your world, someone that you're dealing with, could potentially be a love interest. I'm getting a strong feeling that it might be a love interest or someone you've been dating that's been throwing some shade at you. I don't know. There may be a third party involved, actually. But there's definitely a disconnect socially for you right now, because you have felt betrayed. But the good news is that this in the reverse means that it's not as acute. The pain is not as acute. So maybe this is a residual vibe that you're carrying into this month, that maybe it happened last month or earlier in the year, or was some sort of slow progression to get you to this place or this realization. Let me delve a little bit deeper. going to work with the Fountain Tarot now. Okay, it's definitely these two top ones are important. I'm not sure about these. I'm going to put these back in the deck and I'm going to shuffle again. And if they're meant to pop out, they will. Yeah, my instinct was right. I don't think they were all meant for you. Okay, so we've got the page of the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Wands here. This situation that happened upset your home life. Do you perhaps have a child with this person? I need more info. Bear with. My Sagittarians. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this, wait a minute. I'm going to move these to where I feel that they most relate. Same card again in the reverse. Interesting. Six of Materials. Six of Inspiration. Okay. All right, Sag. Let me dig into this for you. This individual that you feel a sense of betrayal from, I have a feeling that it could be somebody who, like I said, you're either in a relationship with, you're either dating, or it could be a husband or a wife. They have upset the status quo of your home environment. There's been a lot of strain, and it may affect a younger person, which could be your child. And it's causing both you and your child a great deal of fear and stress, because we have the Nine of Voices here. This is like the nightmare card, you know. Now it's in the reverse, which means that it's not completely detrimental, but it's stressful. There's stress involved right now. Then you've got Six of Inspiration in the reverse position. And this is, I feel, aspecting this third party or your social life that the two of you are involved in, like friends of both of you, of you as a couple, other friends. It's holding back some kind of feeling of fitting in. You don't feel like you fit in. You feel a little bit isolated and kept away from from your community. You don't. In fact, I would guess that you have been holding back from even telling any of your good friends about what's going on and the feelings that you're going through and the stress you're going through. The Four Cups showed up again, obviously from a different deck. So it came out in the Muse Tarot, which is the Four of Emotions, which is the Cup suit. And it's reversed this time. And it's aspecting the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Also, the Six of Materials is aspecting. I feel like I'm gonna really go out on a limb here and say this because I'm getting a message about it. So I feel like I have to say it. There may be a blessing in disguise here. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but seeing this card pop up in two places, mirroring each other almost, you know, as above, so below kind of thing, right? I get this very strong message that there is something you're not seeing right now that is a blessing in disguise, that all of this happened. Because there's this. This is the giving and receiving card. This is the card of relationship, really, but not in the sense of like romantic yin and yang. It's not opposites coming together like in the Lover's card. This is about the flow of energy between giving and receiving within a relationship or within life, and your perceptions of that and how you handle that, how you see it. And because it's not reversed, I don't feel there's any disbalance for you in this. I feel like this is sort of a lesson. It's a card that's telling you that all of this is a lesson about giving and receiving. Maybe you gave too much to this person and it wasn't reciprocated in a fair way. Or maybe they held over you some sort of, like you're beholden to them because they did something for you, or because they, are the breadwinner. And so therefore you're beneath them, or I don't know. I want to do an oracle card, but there's a big lesson about giving and receiving, and where and codependency in relationship, and what that, so maybe that means something to you. I'm hoping it does. Let's see what your spirit animal has to say. I think we might get some clarity from the oracle, which will tie everything together for us here. All right, I'm getting a vibe. All right. Learn from the past, elephant spirit. Learn from the past. What cycle are you repeating, Sag? Are you repeating a codependent cycle? Or has this person that's let you down and betrayed you put you through this more than once? And could it quite possibly be that you need to see that this happening again is a good thing because it's making you face this, making you face this repetitive cycle, making you see it for what it is, learning from it? I just got through telling you that I really felt this card was like a, not just advice, but like it was a message of something you need to learn. And then what pops up in your oracle, learn from the past. So that to me is a confirmation that there is something, there's something about this situation that is familiar and not to be tolerated anymore. I'm gonna just do one more shuffle here and see if there's anything else that they want to say. Do you have any advice for the Sag on how to deal with this situation in July? Anything you want to say to them? Justice. Let me see. Holy cow. Yes. Okay. Well, looky here. Look what popped out. The Justice card, Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. This is telling you that it is time for you to balance the scales in this relationship, which has been in a weird disbalanced pattern, or has challenged the whole concept of what giving and receiving is all about. And that you need to take a protective stance for yourself, for your own self-worth. It's time to balance the scales. It's time to dig your heels in and not give up about what you feel and believe and what you and how you want to be treated. This is an old cycle that you need to release, Sag. And you've been repeating it with one particular person for a while. And it is time to learn from your past mistakes. Although I don't like to say mistakes, because I had a teacher in grade school who used to always say there is no such thing as mistakes, only experiences. And I think that that is a wonderful, healthy way to look at things, so that you don't beat yourself up, because we all came here not knowing what the heck is going on. So our souls are all learning, and they're all expanding at different rates, and our consciousness, you know, our awareness is all happening at different rates. So, but there is a big lesson here in this reading for you. Well, I know it's kind of a heavy reading. Was not my intention to rattle you, but I don't think you should be rattled, because I think before this even started, you kind of knew. This is one of those reads where I feel like they're telling me, like they're whispering in my ear, they know. So there might be just one of you out there who needed to hear this. This is so specific. And sometimes it's like, it's weird how it just goes specific, because I am reading for the collective, and I always give the caveat that, you know, look, this is not, may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, skip over and go to another reader. But there's somebody out here who needs to hear this message today. So if it's you, I'm rooting for you. I have faith that you are going to figure this whole thing out. All right, Sag, have a wonderful July. Hang in there. Spirit's got your back. And I'll be catching up with you again in the future.